Hi, I'm Elizabeth Hancock with Beyond You Coaching. Today's video is dedicated to Ramani in India. He has written to me and has said he is extremely introverted and would like help in becoming more socially engaging. So let's start by defining what being introverted means. To be introverted means to prefer a calm environment, limit social engagement, and embrace a greater than average preference for solitude. Conversely, extroversion can be defined as an outgoing, gregarious individual who thrives on dynamic environments and seeks to maximize social engagements. So when we say someone is introverted or extroverted, we are in a way defining how a person prefers to interact with the world. Your preferences are unique and are a combination of karmic tendencies or unconscious compulsions, as well as conscious personal values. Whether you need high social engagement or prefer solitude has everything to do with your need fulfillment. Additionally, your way of interacting with the world evolves as you continue to change. So being introverted or extroverted are just temporary labels that we use to describe our current state of self-expression. They are not permanent states of being. So if in the past your preference was solitude, but you're now seeking to explore more outward-facing ways of interacting with the world, this can be interpreted as a growth phase of being ready to experience more of life in a way that is right for you. Conversely, if your preference was always to be around people, but you now crave more time alone, this too can be seen as a growth phase of being ready to experience more of your inner world. Your preferences change during different phases of your life, and you will exhibit different needs depending on your evolution of consciousness and personal growth. So it's important to not get caught up in identifications or definitions. Unfortunately, this is where many people get stuck and unknowingly hold themselves back in life. For example, let's say growing up you preferred solitude, but now as you've gotten older, you have a desire to interact in a more social way. If you've always defined yourself as an introvert, then you may unknowingly be holding yourself back and limiting yourself because you think that introverted people don't socialize well. This is a form of cognitive dissonance, a way of holding one thought about yourself but valuing its opposite. When this is the case, you create many conflicts and experience a great deal of setbacks because your beliefs are not in alignment in the direction that you wish to go in. Your inner beliefs and self-definitions are like software that you downloaded. They dictate how you think, feel, and behave. That means if you have a long-held belief that you are an introvert, then this belief or inner software will always win, despite the fact that you want to express more outward-facing social expressions. The opposite is also true. Let's say you've always been a social butterfly, but have evolved into a new preference for personal or spiritual growth. If you've always believed you are extroverted, high energy, and intense, then this belief will automatically set a limitation on you if you were to pursue more solitary acts like meditation or observing silence. Just by having the thought, I'm a people person, I need to express myself verbally, I could never meditate or stay alone for long periods, is enough to sabotage your efforts in developing yourself further. This is how we unknowingly hold ourselves back, by believing in old definitions of ourselves. So we see in these examples that how you see yourself, what you believe yourself to be, what you have defined yourself as, is really what is running the show. The programs and software that you have downloaded and believed to be true, however long ago, is what is deciding your future. Thankfully, with greater self-awareness, we can shine light onto these deep-seated beliefs and discover whether or not we choose to consciously buy into them anymore. We always have the choice of who we want to be and where we want to go. But this requires self-awareness in order to consciously choose. Developing greater self-awareness can be facilitated by many things, starting with questioning your thoughts and asking yourself if what you believe is really true for you. Remember, everything in life is neutral, with no inherent meaning or value. Things simply are what they are. The meaning and value come from us, what we choose to decide, and how we want to label something. This also goes for your personality. You are, in fact, choosing every moment who you want to be and how you want to express yourself. The question is whether you are doing this consciously or unconsciously. You cannot change what you are not conscious of. This is why self-inquiry, reflection, and contemplation are powerful tools to help you transition from one phase of self-expression or level of consciousness into another. So now I'd like to do a little self-exploration exercise with you. Please take out a piece of paper and pen or digital notebook and pause the video so you can answer the following questions. We will start with investigating new preferences. What would you like to do more of in your life? What does your vision of your ideal life, work, business, relationship, or body look like? What energizes or inspires you? Discovering old beliefs and programs. What are 5 habits in your life that do not support what you would like to do more of? How are these 5 habits limiting you? What have they cost you? If nothing changes in your life, what will that feel like to you? Downloading new beliefs and programs. Who will you have to become in order to stop these 5 detrimental habits? What do you need to change about yourself in order to live out your ideal vision? What activities are you willing to do to get you closer to your ideal vision? If going through these questions didn't bring an immediate answer, that's okay. Simply write them down and give yourself a day or 2, and then go back and ask yourself these questions again. Don't just give up and say, I don't know. You do know. You know all the answers to these questions. Just give yourself time to answer them. This is what it takes to become more consciously aware of who you are and what you want to be. Once you have all your answers, the next step is to take action. It is very important to take action because this is what sets in motion your desire for transformation and change. Go ahead and ask yourself, what do I feel is the best step or action I can take now? What am I willing to commit to? It's very helpful to share your commitment with someone close to you so that you can stay accountable. So Ramani, I hope that this has helped to broaden your awareness of personality expression and what we label as introvert versus extrovert. Remember that these labels are merely a way of defining how a person prefers to interact with the world. Your level of interaction changes as your needs change. So staying aware of your changing needs will help you to continue to evolve in your self-expression and likewise help you to get to where you want to go without confusion, stress, or feeling stuck. Stay tuned to next week where I will be addressing a subscriber's question on good versus evil and how ethics, morality, and justice come into play. This is a big subject, so I will be dividing it into easy to digest sections of interest for further discussion. As always, thank you for joining me. If you liked this video, please hit the like button and share it. And if you're new here and are interested in learning more about the mind, personal growth, and higher awareness, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching.